which is what we're talking about, Pixie. If you program a machine to choose red over blue every time, then the machine doesn't have free will even though it chooses right. No, but if I program a machine that it can choose like red or blue, then yeah, it's basically making a choice when it decides to do red or blue. It doesn't matter if like that's the limited options. As long as there's options there, it's still a choice to choose one. Yeah, doesn't subconscious interfere with free will, truly making it non-existent? No, subconscious, just because something can interfere with free will doesn't mean that free will doesn't exist. Your code will always make the same choice. Not necessarily, right? I'm sure we can. I actually think that there's, what is it? I think, I'm not sure. I don't want to say there's a study or whatever, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's like, you know, AI programs where literally the same exact thing happens. Where I would say, like, I guess, like, free will or their choice is kind of, like, lower than full consciousness. Okay, just trust me. I don't just trust anyone. Like, yeah, that's the thing. I think there is choice in randomness. Okay, define compatibilism. Well, yeah, well, unless you add random elements to code. Wouldn't you say, like, our brain is, I guess, like, full of random elements, or environment is? Free will is the freedom to choose an option amongst many without undue pressure from another individual or collective entity. If you think of it that way, then free will can exist even though all our decisions are ultimately predeterminable to anyone who has a knowledge of all the variables in play. Well, I guess, like, to God, right? Which then goes back to the whole thing of, like, oh, I guess, like, free will wouldn't exist in many world theories because, you know, everything would be, like, predictable. But not everything's predictable. That's the whole quantum mechanic portion of it. Yeah, the choosing is often multiple parts trying to influence our conscious mind. That doesn't make the choice any less real. I'm confused. The meaning of choice. I choose between drinking this water or patting my head, right? I'm choosing one or the other option. That's, I don't know how else to explain it. Therefore, it can never have a free conscious because it simply affects the programmer's intentions. No, I don't agree with, like, oh, well, there's a difference between consciousness and choice even, right? Which makes things even more complicated. But consciousness is like a reflection of being able to make choices. But you can still, like, you know, free will is just choice. So you can basically make choices or have, like, free will without having a fully developed conscious. Or I guess, like, a free consciousness or whatever. You have a random number generator. They're truly not random. They're just close enough that it doesn't matter. Would you say that a robot that has a 50% chance to choose red and a 50% chance to choose blue, programmed to randomly select them, is making a choice? Yes, I would. I definitely would. It's still making a choice. Yes. It's deciding between one or the other. Even if it was only red or blue. It doesn't matter if it's ultimately traced back to prior causes. There's still a choice in there. Would I say it has free will? I wouldn't say it has free will because it doesn't have the option to do that for, you know, anything but that. But if it had the option to basically choose, like, if it basically extended beyond that to almost anything in life, then yeah, I would. Random chance. No, because the choice is in that technically random chance. Because it's technically not random if it's a choice. I sound crazy right now. I sound like a freaking insanity person. It lacks a third causality to make up free will. AI has no causal choice over its actions, but AI meets to the other two casualties, intentional agency, alternative possibilities to choose from. No robot will ever have a truly 50% chance. The only times we actually observe the randomness is in quantum level. I don't know. Okay. I'm insane. I guess I am. I feel like a fucking crazy. Okay. I'm done for tonight because I don't know how to explain myself, so I'm rage quitting. Sleep well. Sub if you want to. Don't know if you want to. I am not going to be reading anymore. Yeah, you broke me. You really did. Because that's the thing. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. I really don't. I thought I got it, but now I don't. Cause if if I'm choosing between my phone or deodorant, it doesn't matter if these are my only two choices, right? I'm still choosing one between the other, right? It doesn't matter if they're limited choices. And saying, oh no, because technically if you had all the variables in play, then you could like predetermine which one it is. But that's the thing, like if quantum mechanics is the thing and it's actually about like pure randomness, then then that's not true, right? Even if there's a 60% of chance of me choosing deodorant or a 40% of me choosing my phone, it doesn't matter. Because like there's no real prediction there because it's quantum, right? So yeah, maybe I'm literally too stupid to understand this. Hey, don't impression my voice. Illusion of free will because it seems like it's there. But it is there. It is there. Just because you have limited choices, just because you could only choose between ice cream and sushi, doesn't make your choice any less valid. Like, it's still a valid choice between sushi and ice cream. I use ice cream way too many times for my examples. Your choices are just neurons firing. Neurons are just particles with certain positions, with certain speed. That doesn't make it any less of a choice. It's still a choice, even if it comes from previous things. I don't understand. It's your choices in the second between when you choose your phone or your deodorant. That's it. That's the choice. It doesn't matter if it's like, pre-influenced by things from the past. Like, that's where the whole quantum mechanics stuff comes in, right? Like, if there's a 60% of chance or a 40% of... Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I love you guys. Even though I feel like a crazy... my hair is still so messy. I'm gonna have to, like, do something with it tomorrow. That doesn't make it any less real. You are choosing, but a robot's decisions are based on what the programmer would choose in a given situation. Yeah, but if a programmer decides to, like, let the robot choose, like, or, like, I guess, like, randomly or whatever. Don't you see there's a choice in that randomness? Like, it's not, really, truly random. Like, it's still a choice there, right? Like, oh, it's just, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, it's red or blue. There's still something there that happens, right? Like, I wish I had a board. Yeah. It matters to me. There's no point for a robot taking decisions. Yeah, okay, do you see what I mean, right? You guys are like, oh, no, because, if a robot has a 50% red and 50% blue choice, it doesn't have a choice because the choice isn't really a choice. It's been predetermined to select between those options according to its programming. If it perceives that it is choosing, it's wrong, but it doesn't determine its programming. It just I literally don't understand what you're saying, Igor. That is still a choice. It's 50